Hey everyone, welcome back to my videos. I guess to my page, I should say. I decided to do this time. It's been a while since I did a creative sim. I've done a Tokyo Revengers one. I've done a Batman and his Robins one. So I decided to come back with another big family today and do the Yozakura family from the really cool anime like Mission Yozakura. And which is kind of like, if you haven't seen it yet, it's like a spy family kind of thing, only they're all family members as opposed to um like a couple, I guess. Sorry if you guys hear that in the background. That's my cat deciding to scratch himself as I have decided to record. He's been quiet this whole time, but this time he decided to make some movement now. So I've been watching this anime. It's actually on Hulu. It's actually really slept on. Like, no one's really talking about this anime, which is why I thought this would be the perfect one to do a creative sim on. I did do my best to do a creative sim with no CC. I know that my builds have CC in them, but I want everyone to be able to play with this, especially vanilla players. So I decided to do this. So first I started off with Matsumi. I feel like just because she's the head of the family or whatever, I did make them kind of like their respective ages in the anime. I know that the manga has kind of finished or is close to being finished, and that in the manga they're all like fully adults now, but I decided to go with the anime style anyway. What I kind of hate is that I couldn't really do like her iconic and very like noticeable like white streak going down her hair. But regardless, I still like Matsumi. I feel like her character is actually really nice. I feel like she's really well reserved. So I did my best, you guys, to find their school uniforms. And I was having like the time of my life trying to find it because for some odd reason, I guess I was just searching for a top and a bottom as opposed to like a full school uniform, which I go back and fix later. But like I said, I already clearly have the top here, but this is a CC top. So I ended up picking like this as if from high school, which honestly, based on both outfits that I picked, either or would work for her. But I still decided to go with this one because I felt like it just fit better. Honestly, it's up to you. Like, if you have either packs, you could do it, but if you don't have the packs, then you're kind of on your own, I guess. I used a lot of different packs for this one because I am a actual junkie when it comes to this kind of stuff, but I got to use like different clothes, so that was really exciting. As you can see, honestly, through all the searching, I was working really hard trying to find another outfit, but then I like made the mistake of accidentally literally adding this outfit to every single outfit, which was probably like a bad like go, but regardless, I actually did not mind the shoes. I think I ended up like changing the shoes because I was literally looking for this outfit like all over the place. I was like, I know I have this, and honestly, I just failed on all accounts. So don't judge me. Don't judge me at all because this was not giving. Most of her other outfits, I feel like, went very well. So clearly, you can see kind of at this point that I just kind of like gave up after doing all this looking. I just, for some odd reason, it just wasn't working. So I was like, forget about it, and I gave up and went to go start doing other stuff because I wasn't finna find it. So now I moved on to her formal wear. Based on the anime, once again, I'm anime only, so please don't come for me. Based on the anime, I only noticed that she wore like a lot of like longer sort of like skirts and stuff like that. So I decided to kind of keep her like more into the like long skirts ideal. I feel like I liked that on her more. So when we went to formal, obviously this was not the look. It was not giving. It was not like, I don't know why the Sims be dressing them like this. I really hate that they just throw anything on them. Like, even if the outfit worked, like why the socks with the high heels? Like, really? And why the gloves? But yeah, I wanted to give her a more formal look. She always wears a lot of like long skirts and stuff, like kind of covers her knees a lot. I don't know if that's just specifically because she's the head of the clan or if she like has a specific way that she has to dress. I'm not quite sure, but I still wanted to stick with it because most of her clothes seem like she's very reserved. Same thing kind of with her like athletic outfit. I decided that it would probably be easier for her to just have something like a little more covered. Once again, I kind of went with like what I see her in her school uniform type thing, like no midsection out, just a shirt and some pants. I feel like it's fine for her. I don't think she's a dull character at all, though. I think that like her style is actually very unique to her. I don't think that like this is the most honestly. My Sims are very naked. I guess is the best way to describe them. Like they're always very naked, but this time I really had to like make sure that she was stylish while also wearing stuff that actually fit her, because it's very easy like with the long skirts to make it like not like appropriate, or it looked like make her look like kind of old. So, and she was a teenager, so, and then I realized like this outfit would be better for her like formal, I think. So I ended up changing this outfit possibly because it just would fit her better. I honestly, this skirt thing was such a pain, and for some odd reason, Cass wanted to put all of these shoes specifically on every single one of my Sims. Like, I don't know why they're like decided as swimwear, but whatever. I decided that she's probably a one piece girly. Like I said, she's not really want to have her midriff out, so we gave her like a more stylish one piece. I felt like the stylish one like kind of fit her better. It was really cute. And then we kind of do a couple of quick cuts for real, guys, because, you know, I got Wicked Whims installed, so we got to keep this, you know, G-rated for YouTube. Once again, I kind of stuck with the skirt style, but I wanted her to have a shorter one because it's hot. I feel like that's kind of where she wouldn't be wearing maybe such a long skirt, since she wears long skirts normally. Also, like, Cass really wanted to put piercings on all of these Sims. I don't know why. I guess the blue hair was giving, like, that kind of style. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I ended up changing her formal because I felt like this fit better. I don't know what's up with this necklace, but I was like, whatever. I know that they have rings. I go back through and put the rings on later. For her cold wear, honestly, I had a really good time with all of their winter wear because I felt like all of them would be telling Tayo like it's not that cold because they are literal monsters. So I feel like they themselves, the Spy family, like in general, wear a lot of like thin clothing in the winter because, you know, they're obviously super OP. So I feel like whenever he sees them, he's probably trying, like, normally he would be bundled up. Now that he's a lot better and has like become more acclimated to what their family is like and what their expectations are, I definitely didn't make him as puffy, but I literally kept thinking of several moments where I was like, they're probably like, it's not that cold. I gave her a big happy family aspiration because she's the head of the household. And I also gave her a genius as well. It was really hard, guys, doing this without any mods because I had to remember how many of the traits were also mods. So that was its own small little mess or whatever. The next person I made was Tayo because I needed to make someone that was not akin to them. And funny enough, like he came up as a black guy and I was like, this is actually like a well done guy. However, he has to change. So, I also don't know, maybe someone could let me know in the comments if Tayo ever takes the Yozakura name. I think, like, I know he goes by Asano even though they're married, and I know technically you marry into them and not the other way around. But regardless, I still decided to go with it. I noticed that a lot of their hair colors coincide with their eyes, so I did my best to make like eyes and hair color match. The only one that I didn't make his eyes like really specifically match his colors was honestly Kyoichiro and Kengo, because you can't see their eyes really. Kyoichiro is normally, his eyes are always closed, so I actually gave him more of an aesthetic that made him look more Asian than the other ones because his eyes are constantly closed. And I mean, he does open them from time to time, I'm sure, which I was kind of curious why that aesthetic, like why that happens with certain characters in anime, and I kind of want to ask the question, but I don't know how to ask the question without sounding like a ridiculous person. So yeah, that was also fun to do as well. I did do every single member of the family except for Goliath for obvious reasons because he could not fit, which was super like bothersome. I think when I did my Batman and Robin one, I put like Ace the Bat Hound in, but I also only did like Batman and his Robins. I didn't actually do, you know, the rest of the family. I didn't do any of the ladies, and I need to get back to that and actually do Spoiler and Babs and honestly Orphan. I don't know enough about them to really do their clothes, but I'm still going to try to do it anyway. But back to this video, actually. Tayo, I tried to kind of dress him normally. As y'all saw, I was like kind of doing my searches. I was working super hard to figure things out and was failing on all ends. I eventually found everything I was specifically looking for after I got done with everybody's characters, which was really annoying, actually, because I ended up finding all of Tayo's stuff after dealing with Kenshiro stuff. So that was also a huge pain. It was really aggravating. But either way, I was able to find it because I couldn't find the outfit yet. I decided to do like a uniform-esque idea, which came from the high school years, which is probably why it looks like it doesn't really match. I couldn't remember the school colors to save my life. It was bad. I want to say it was blue. I was thinking it was blue. I honestly had just watched the anime this morning, which is why I was even more irritated that I couldn't remember it. But after like I think the third episode, they stopped going to school and we never see them in school uniforms again until Tayo and Nanao like end up going to school. So that was also interesting, and obviously I kind of set them and kind of gave up. When it came to his formal, I feel like they unfortunately a lot of their formals look alike, especially the men, because one, the Sims like just does not have Sims 4 does not have good clothes for men. I don't know what it is, which is why I have so much CC for them. So they all kind of wear suits when they go out. For his actual active, I ended up using like the clothes that he uses for his spy, for his like missions and stuff, because that's kind of just like normally it seems like what he would wear. So I got him like kind of in the hat and a black, all black kind of fit sort of idea, because I felt like, I don't know, like that's what he exercises in. Like I'm probably wrong, but I mean half of this is literally my headcanon. His sleepwear, I think we've seen their like some of their sleep clothes before, so honestly that one wasn't really hard for me to like kind of pick out. His party clothes, honestly, Cass loved putting every single thing on them. Like, do you wear glasses? No, let's put it on you. It was super irritating, but I mean, it is what it is. For his party wear, once again, I tried to pick something. Tayo is very, he's not bland. He's just very not into really deep, like kind of colors a lot. I don't see him wearing too much bright stuff. For a swimsuit, something bland. I wanted to make him a little more muscular because honestly, after all his training, he is a lot more muscular. So there's that. I decided that that would be a lot easier. For his hot wear, I thought that honestly, something that was, I don't know, he's not really one to show his muscles off too much. I didn't really consider him one to do that, so I decided to give him just like a regular plain button down shirt or just a regular t-shirt. I think he's just not the type to be very like I said, he's not very flashy, which is fine. Obviously he's not flashy for a specific reason. I can like tell, like he just kind of, probably because like his family was murdered and everything, probably that's more than likely why he's not a flashy type of guy. And then for Cole, like I said, I kind of had an idea that like I was imagining him like in, I don't know, the Arctic with them, and everyone else is like, you're cold, we're not cold, because the Yozakura family is like, the Yozakura family is very much like just fine with everything. Everything's just unnatural for them. I gave him family oriented as well. He lost his family, and he's actually very like he's still a really good brother to all the other siblings. They actually really care about him a lot, especially Nanao, because actually I think I just recently watched the episode where he took him to school and was trying to help him out with his mutations, and I thought that was like really cool of him to still, he's like still big brothering, even though like his older brother in the family, who we are going to move on to next, Kyoshiro, is still very like mean to him and everything, which I did like note. I decided to start using genetics at this point because I wasn't about to keep building faces for everybody. They all look kind of, I mean, they're siblings, so they all need to look alike anyway. I really ain't had time to be dealing with all of that. If you guys also want some of the extended family like Momo and Keiko and Bon, I can also do some of those too. And I know like in the future, like whatever possible, like they also have like, if you're manga reading, then you know that they actually have possible kids in the future. Sorry, it's spoilers, but I mean I feel like we all saw that coming anyway, because I mean they're married and they love each other. Also, I just like, let me just say that this show is just so cute to me. I like Spy Family and all, but I feel like this one, this found family aspect with spies is actually really cool. I know they kind of torture him a little bit, but still, I don't know where these freckles came from. I appreciate them for trying to give him freckles and like try to make him look a little bit different, but absolutely not. I don't know what color eyes his are, so I went with like brown and black. Like I said previously, his eyes are constantly closed, so I tried to avoid that situation, and tried to make him appear with more Asian aesthetics, more than whereas like everyone else kind of has bigger eyes, I guess is the better way to describe it. Honestly, even though this character is kind of like a jerk, I like him in the big brother aspect. I think that he's really cool. As you guys can see, once again, I found the outfit I was looking for, which is why I had to go back and fix Tayo, because I literally kept doing it where I was like, where are these outfits? The problem was that I was trying to build them as opposed to thinking of them as actual outfits that needed to be like in a different one. I also did not change everyone's pronouns. I literally had one job, but I also decided to go back and make it so that those two were together because they're teenagers. You know, the Sims wouldn't make them married or anything like that. And then they also returned my freckles, which also irritated me because I was like, why did you return my freckles? And like, I don't know what this outfit is. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Sims just be putting anything on anybody. Like, I really wish that they at least would try to make them match. That's like the one thing I hate about CC. I like this top on him, but I hated it because at the same time, it looked like velvet. Like, it looked like crushed velvet type situation. I don't know why I don't like the velvet look on him. I feel like it looked hot. Like, I don't like velvet on myself. And when I looked at it, like, maybe y'all can tell, but maybe y'all can't. Maybe y'all use this shirt. I don't know. It looked hot. Like, he was going to go out or something. And I didn't like it. I tried to take with the suit aesthetic that he always wears. This is every day. Like, every time we see him, he got on the suit. I think he normally has on like a white shirt instead of a black shirt. But, you know, we kind of did what we wanted here a little bit. We took a little bit of our own little measures into our own hands. As you're going to see, I got a lot of CC. Like, so it was a little hard for me to kind of do this. I don't know why he had that gut. Like, that really bothered me. And I guess it bothered the Sims. I guess the Sims doesn't really like when my Sims all are like skinny and like this. So, which I understand. His formal, I figured once again the same thing, a suit. I felt like there was no way that he wasn't wearing a suit outside. For his active, like, he seems like they all seem to be like a very kind of reserved family outside of the one sister, who like literally stays in all the actual time, which I was kind of upset. I decided not to use any CC on this one because I actually had like the perfect trait for her that was CC. But I was like, no, I wanted this to make sure that all the vanilla players could also enjoy it. So if you guys want CC families, please let me know and I'll do them. I don't remember all the CC that I download because when I do it, I download in binges. So that's a problem. So it'll be, I would have to like come back and like find all the CC and who it belongs to. A lot of them have their names on them. I just can't remember what packs and stuff like that. I don't know why I decided to put him. I was thinking about putting him in jeans. I actually really like these jeans. This is my first time also seeing these jeans. I didn't know if they were like CC or not. So if you download these people and they like, if you download them and their pants is off or something like that, I am so sorry. I did my best. I really did. Those jeans looked really nice. I don't know if there was like a car accident going on outside of my home just then, but like, ignore the honking. Also for this hot wear too, I feel like I put a lot of them in just shorts and stuff. A lot of their clothes, a lot of the men, like, because I have such a small type of like stuff for them. Honestly, some of their outfits that were set, I just kind of kept them and maybe changed a little bit about them. For him, he wears a lot of slim stuff, like a lot of slimming wear. He's not a bulky dresser. Like I kind of said, it's sort of like how Tayo might be. So I kind of left him where he was. I did make him mean though. Like, and I made him more of a, like, he wants to be popular. Like, he really wants his siblings to like him, even though he's kind of a jerk. So I did leave him as family oriented because I feel like he is, but I also made him, like, mean because of the way he treats Tayo. Like, I feel like everyone knows that he's kind of, like, a nasty one. And I also made him jealous because, like, that sister complex is crazy work. It just took me a little bit of time to find jealous. I had just saw it, so I was even more irritated that it took me a minute to find it because I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Where is it? And there it is. Obviously, I finally found it. So also if you guys see any traits that you're wondering what mod those belong to, let me know and I'll like put them in. I once again decided to just play with genetics. I probably could have kept going back to Amatsumi, but I was like, you know, I'm just going to keep making siblings after siblings, which is why I made Tayo so early so that I could just easily do this and just kind of keep going off of siblings. And most of them are young adults. And also I was glad because we kept their like last names still, so that was actually a huge plus. So I made Futaba next. I actually really like Futaba's character. I think like her all white aesthetic is really cool. And I tried to keep with her all white aesthetic. I couldn't find long hair that fit her. Like that looked like it would be okay, but also I don't know. I didn't like the way it was going to look in the end. And I'm actually very happy with the style that I ended up picking later. Regarding like kind of what her hairstyle looked like. I think her hairstyle is actually really cool. This one gives me Sailor Moon vibes, kind of like, or like like dark lady vibes if you guys watch Sailor Moon. And I probably should have made her eyebrows. Their eyebrows was not given for me, guys. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I have time to do a lot of eyebrows. There's like so much noise going on in my background right now. Everything has decided to happen when I decided to record. It was quiet when I was making the video. Then as soon as I decided to start doing voiceover work, everything obviously decides that it is it's time to shine, i.e. my cat. So I went back and found the outfit that I was looking for. Like I told you guys earlier in the video, so I found it, and actually this outfit fits her better because the skirt's longer. So I was so happy that I finally found it. I was like, thank God. So for her, since she normally wears dresses, I couldn't really find anything that was like poofy enough, but also short enough for what I felt like she normally wears. So I did try to stick with the dress aesthetic. I just tried to stick with one that seemed like it would probably fit her. I know she likes to move around a lot, and I did give her, like, I think she wears boots. So I kind of tried to keep the top together. Like I said, a lot of them are really modest dressers. So I tried to keep her modest, but I did give her little white boots or whatever because they was cute. And I thought they was cute. I was looking for a headband here because I think I don't know, she also wears a headband, but I couldn't really find one. So I was like, chalk it, whatever. Like I said, her hair is really not the style. I also don't know. I think her eyes are red, actually. I think she's actually one of the only ones whose eyes don't have anything to do with the color of their hair. At least per the wiki is what I was looking at, trying to figure out what her eye color was. So I don't know why that is. Maybe her hair was originally red. I don't know. Maybe you manga readers can like tap in and tell me what's going on and why her eyes are actually that color. But either way, I guess her having white eyes might just be harder for anime, and like it would probably mesh in with the white of her eyes too much. I'm guessing it's a design situation more than it is like this is like why. But I do like the idea of a possible headcanon that her hair actually did have color and she might have been stressed, kind of like how Matsumi was, and it actually caused her hair to change colors completely. But like I said, maybe there is some cool history behind it. I wanted to make her a little bit smaller. She's not as too well developed, so I didn't want to make her like too like developed. Like she doesn't really. There's not a lot of fan service in this anime, which is something that I can actually appreciate. I thought that was actually really cool that there was not a lot of fan service in it. And I actually really like that about this anime, that there's not a lot of fan service. So because of that, I didn't want to make her like too busty. I like that I don't want to put her as underdeveloped, but I wanted her to like at least look like an adult, but definitely while keeping some of her ideas. So I definitely did shrink her down a little bit more too, especially in the chest area, because like I said, she's not like overdeveloped and she's not underdeveloped. But I actually really liked all of their different styles. I like that they're all completely different personalities and are not like cardboard cutouts of each other. That's something that I can appreciate. Sorry there's so many cuts in this. Once again, guys, as I'm literally editing this and doing the voiceover, I'm catching stuff. Obviously, when you take off full outfits, obviously there's nothing but bra and panties. But when you have wicked whims, there's nothing underneath. I wanted to have a little bit more fun with some of her outfits. So I walked away a little bit from the white in the party idea. But I feel like her younger sister, Matsumi, she would wear like a longer skirt in this sort of situation. I don't really get to see them in relaxed a lot, which is probably why I should read the manga. And I think I might after the anime is over, because I'm one of those kind of people. And so I wanted her to look a little more comfortable. And a little more like approachable, I feel like, because the only other time too I think I've seen her in a little bit more relaxed wear is something else. I also feel like she is a one piece girly or more covered up, which is why I did like the bikini cover up for her. Kind of like her sister, once again, more reserved. And same thing with this dress here. I actually like this short dress. I feel like she would show her legs off a little bit more if she could, and would dress a little bit more grown up. And then for this, I actually really like this jacket in general, and I tried to keep the white aesthetic again a little bit here, because I felt like that just seems like something she would do. And she actually has like the least amount of colors, I think, in all of the people that I actually made for the Yozakura family. And I decided, I think I made her like not a computer whiz, but like a Renaissance sim, because she seems to know like a little bit of all. And if I actually had nifty knitting, I probably would have did like, if they have a trait for knitting, I probably would have given her something like around there too, because I feel like I've seen her sew a little bit. but maybe that's just me. And then I kind of tried to give her like a different one as well. A lot of them are good too. And I made her a little more outgoing because she's way more approachable. And that just worked out better for me. I feel like it took a little bit of time. My computer was working really hard, so like my Sims, my cast was glitching, like it was nobody's business because it was working really hard. My computer was about to give out on me, child. I thought, you know what, this is the end, and I was gonna be really upset, but I would have understood because my computer is working overtime right now, trying to record everything. So the next was Shion. I feel like Shion was very much a fun character to actually do. I really much enjoyed making her character because I feel like we don't get to see her a lot. She's very reserved and she kind of stays in her room a lot because she's always playing video games and stuff. She's like a neat, pretty much, and doesn't really move around a lot. I mean, honestly, she's the guy in the computer for the family. So because we don't get to see her a lot, I really kind of wanted to. I actually had a lot of fun making her character, and I really wanted to kind of make her seem a little more out there because she also, I feel like, has a lot more. She's more outgoing than I feel like all of them. And honestly, there's a reason why she's so reserved. So because her normal outfit is like honestly a pajama shirt, I really couldn't do that as much. At least not without CC, or at least not without a pack. I tried to do it with like some of the t-shirt dresses they kind of had, especially because she like kind of is like off the shoulders a little bit. But honestly, I ended up picking the original first dress I picked because I felt like that fit her the best for what she was sort of into. Though I do wish, if anyone has any CC for the Yozakura family, please let me know. I will happily download it and I will do this again. Maybe not the whole video, but I'll do like a refresh or something like that. Once again, she seems to be really open with showing her legs, with being out there. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I am here. This is what I look like. Shion is very, very much like, this is who I am. So I feel like her clothes, I feel like she would kind of more be less reserved than her sisters, just because that's just her kind of style and that's kind of how she is, which I do like that about her. I still kind of wanted them all to be athletic because I feel like they are athletic. She doesn't give me the type to be like a crop top type, but like I said, she definitely shows a little bit more skin than her sisters. And I kind of want to keep working purple in. I feel like purple is one of her favorite colors. I feel like it happens a lot. And I don't know, like I said, with these shoes, I don't know why Cass wanted to put these shoes on so much. Because she likes to walk around in just a shirt. That's why I thought that this would be best for her to walk around in her like sleepwear. So I feel like because she also likes a lot of purple, I feel like that was just probably best for her. I also think I worked it into her actual wear for parties as well. You guys can hear my cat. He has returned actually in this time. So if you hear him purring in the background, that is once again Cricket. So I actually feel like she would be kind of showing her midriff off a little bit, but not like a lot, which is why I like this leather jacket. I thought about changing it to like a different one, but I feel like this actually fits more of her aesthetic if she ever goes out on missions. Not that she really does. Like I said, I tried to work purple into everything, so that's kind of the outfit for that one. And I feel like her bathing suit is a little more revealing than her sister's bathing suit because, like I said, she seems to be the one that's a little more out there with how she dresses. But I feel like she's also a little bit more developed than her older sister as well. I can't speak on it, like I said, but still something better. For something hot, I think I had her like in shorts or a skirt or something like that. She doesn't give me like skirt vibes. She gives me more like shirt, like more like skirt and like kind of however, like whatever vibes, as like, or no pants at all, which I support that fully. Like no pants or other pants, like or just pants in general is kind of how I operate too. I'm not really a skirt person, so I support you fully, Shion. And I feel like she also likes her toes out, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know why they put the do-rag on her. Like, I don't know if she gave off do-rag vibes. It definitely wasn't giving for me, so I definitely had to change that because, girl, what are you wearing? Funny enough, too, I think it actually gave do-rags to, like, a couple of the other family members, too. And it was very much giving, like, Ariana, what are you doing here vibes. Like, every time I saw it, I was like, why are you putting this on? And what's kind of crazy is that when I make my other Sims, it never puts the do-rag or the bonnet on them or anything like that. It just lets them be out and free and lay how they want to lay. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Shion would be, I feel like, honestly, all of them would be the type to wear a bonnet. If you want to wear a bonnet, you know, to protect your hair at night, you should wear a bonnet to protect your hair at night. I mean, a bonnet is a bonnet, and I'm not here to judge anybody who wears bonnets because I personally don't care. I wear a do-rag and a bonnet when I go out, so whatever. Obviously, she had to get a computer whiz idea, and she's also a loner. Obviously, she has no time, like no trouble being out there on her own. I really wanted to give her e-boy, e-girl, but once again, I also kind of made her a slob because I feel like she's a little bit on the lazier end, but I also made her like loyal, probably loyal to a fault. But you know what? Let me mind my business. And like these family members are willing to die for each other, and honestly, I support that fully for them. Okay, next, honestly, since she was the last girl I decided to move on to the brothers. And I'm going off of their, like, I did my best to go off of their actual ages. Like, because that's what I had. Their ages in the beginning of the manga slash anime also, so don't come for me. I know at the end of this, like I said already, they're all adults, but here we are. Shinzo was probably one of my favorite ones to do, and he's probably one of my favorite characters in general, like him and Kingo. I feel like we don't get to see enough of him, and I want to see more of him, so I kind of hope in the manga, like I said, I'll finish reading, or I'll catch up on once the anime is over. I hope we get to see him more later. I thought that he was actually really funny. I like the fact that he's reserved but is like down to clown whenever his family is in trouble. I also had to obviously make him the most muscular one here because that man is always showing off his muscles. Okay, I know he's in a trash can most of the time, but when I finally saw him, I was like, "Oh, Bookie." Okay, and obviously I can't put him in a trash can for a cast. For obvious reasons. If you guys know how to break it and put him, like have a mod to put him in a trash can, once again, I'm not gonna stop y'all. I think that you guys should do it. I support you all fully in whatever you do. Oh, my cat is leaving again. He'll probably be back again later. So I think that also when I kind of dressed him in formal, I put him in a different kind of suit. I feel like I don't know, blue would be better for him. Like I said, he likes his muscles out. You know what I'm saying? Shinzo, even though he's a shy type of guy, everybody kind of know what he got going on since he's working with ammo and stuff like that. He seems to be more open about it, which is kind of funny. I think he's the only other sibling that's more open. Once again, I don't know if he gives off do-rag energy, but hey, I like the top that they gave him because I feel like I always see him in a tank top or with his like muscles out. I don't know if it's because he can't find shirts to cover his special glistening muscles or what, but honestly, my man said, "Welcome to the gun show every trip," and I love that for him. Like, honestly, they really try to give him a lot of accessories. I feel like I took off the most accessories off of him, and I don't know why. It kind of bothered me. Here too, like they just threw everything on this man. They were like, "You kind of naked, so let's take this off of you for real." And I was like, "Oh, is that what we're doing now?" So that wasn't a lot of fun on my end, but you know what? Let me mind my business. Honestly, I gotta admit, I actually really love this shirt on him. I love this outfit, but it is CC, so I had to take it off, and that really had me a little bit pressed. I put him in another tank top again, because like I said, Buki likes to have his muscles out, okay? If you're gonna be with him, you're always gonna be attending the gun show. And once again, I don't know why, I just felt like I wanted him something a little bit bulkier to cover his muscles. What I don't like about muscular Sims is that, like, some of their clothes are just, like, they look bad depending on how muscular they are, but, it is what it is with him. I feel like he kind of wears what he wants to wear. I honestly had a hard time giving him an aspiration. So I did bodybuilder because honestly, I mean, like if Shinzo is not in the gym, then where else is he? Okay. I also gave him like an insider. I feel like I didn't really give anyone. I tried to give him more like spy kind of traits, but that was not working for me. And I gave him active because like I said, you're at the gun show when you're with Shinzo. Okay. Like, can we talk about it? Okay. And then the next I actually did was Kingo. I like Kingo. I feel like we don't know enough about Kingo too. I feel like even though they live together, Kingo, because he's always dressed as somebody else, we don't get to see him a lot. And that just it's not giving for me. Honestly, this is the only time I've ever used this hairstyle. As soon as I like remembered about his cat ears, because I was like looking at him, I was like, obviously this is the hairstyle. So if y'all don't like it, I mean, fair enough. But my man always has cat ears. I also had to make him a little more like less muscular than Shinzo. The only thing about it is that my man looked like he hasn't eaten in a couple of days. He looks a little malnourished. So that's like not giving either. I think he looks too skinny. I believe I made him a teen. And I think that that's a part of it as well, is that sometimes people look too skinny, or because it's like a part of their teenage look that they look a little bit awkward, I guess. which I don't really care for. I don't like that the teens look awkward. And what I mean by awkward is that they look like funny built. Like, I don't get me wrong, like, teens look awkward and are shaped a little bit awkward, but sometimes they be having like sunken chest and like beer bellies, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Also, I don't know where this flower came from. I don't know who put it on him, and I ended up having to take it off in the weirdest place. It's not in like the regular accessories area. It's like in the body ones, which is crazy to me and irritated my spirit. I think he's one of the only ones I didn't actually put in like a suit for some strange reason. Don't ask me why. He didn't give me suit vibes. Probably because I can't take him seriously because of the cat ears. And also, like I said, we don't get to see him too much anyway because he's always dressed as literally somebody else. He's like good with the cosmetologist kind of look, and makeup artist kind of vibes. Honestly, I probably should have gave him the pants with the makeup brushes on them, but I don't know. That also don't seem like something he would wear either. In his sleepwear too, I feel like kind of like Shion, he's a little bit more relaxed than the other ones. Once again, more aesthetics. I don't know why they decided like, maybe he need glasses. He does not. The cat-eared man does not need glasses. I actually really like this shirt. I like this shirt and I put it on like most of my men. Like I said, honestly, styling the brothers was a struggle. Okay, CAS Sims, like Sims 4, y'all need to get it together with the men's clothes. Okay, I shouldn't need this much CC. Like most of my girls CC is because I like those outfits and I want like more of those sort of ideas and aesthetics for them to look a little more like me or a little more like how I dress. I don't like my Sims looking too realistic. That just bothers me. I mean, if it doesn't bother you, great, but it's just not my vibe. You sim how you want to sim. Obviously, this game is about living how you want. But like I said, I feel like he's a little more relaxed. He's a little more calm. So I tried to like make his outfits sort of reflect that because we don't get to see too much of him. I don't know why they wanted to give him these glasses so bad, child. Don't ask me what that is. It bothered the heck out of me. I don't know why I gave him a puffer coat. I feel like, he just be, like I said, chilling and out the way. Like, Kingo, we don't see enough of him. I want to see more of him, too. Like I said, I hope the manga is going to allow me to help out with that. I gave him, like, a teen aspiration, honestly, and to be, like, admired and stuff. Because, everyone really likes Kingo. Like, he's honestly always there when they need him. And he's also, like, a jokester. So I probably should have made him more of a prankster, but I feel like Nosy fit him better because I feel like he'd be having a good time like wilding with the information and stuff, digging around. But I did make him adventurous because I feel like that is what he is for sure. And then I did the last brother, Nanao, however you pronounce it. Nanao is very. I thought he was actually really interesting. I was very surprised to find out that he's actually a teenager. Like when I looked, I mean, which I should have known because the episode where he went to school with Tayo, or like she told him to go to school with him, he was there. But something like, I don't know, when I saw his original form, like, it was just weird to know that he was actually like a child. So, or like a teenager, I should say, and not a child based on, I think he's like the youngest brother, but based on how he talks. Oh, my cat has returned. Welcome back, Cricket. He decided to talk to me too. I don't know why. But honestly, I was kind of excited to do him. Even though I made his face kind of like, I know his eyes are blue because like we had that time where he went to school, but I put the bag over his head anyway. He wears a bucket, and due to his mutation, I don't know if the bucket, if he doesn't like his face when his mutation is actually like on and when he looks normal. And I did my best to find a lab coat. Like, he looks like a scientist. So y'all saw me digging around or whatever. Once again, trying to find something that was in the pack. I couldn't even. And maybe one day I'll do a base game CAS. And hopefully that'll, like, kind of hit the way some of my other stuff has. But base game is also, the men gonna be suffering. If I do base game, it's women only. I'm telling y'all. Because they don't have enough clothes. But like I was saying, I did my best to kind of match his outfit. He has like the blue shirt. I think his pants are like gray or something like that. I honestly can't tell you. So we kind of phoned it in on Nanao a little bit, which is kind of crazy. So with that being said, that was my cat jumping on my desk because this mic picks up literally everything. I decided to give him something a little bit different with these vibes. I actually really liked the way that he ended up coming out. I think that he's probably the guy that I probably took the most like and did something completely different with how he would actually be dressed compared to everybody else. I feel like everyone I tried to stay on brand of what their character was like, but we truly do not see a lot of him, which is why I also gave him like a skull shirt and stuff like that. I feel like he's probably more childlike than the rest of the Sims, than the rest of the family. But that's just like I said, all I have to go off of is how he speaks. I actually really like this shirt, but I also felt like it just was too old for him, I guess is the best way to describe it. I couldn't imagine a teenager wearing it. So I decided to give him something a little more like reserved. Like I said, he doesn't really go out at too much. We don't see him outside. We don't see really anyone outside of Tayo and Matsumi, honestly. Outside of I guess the episode where they all decided to go to the onsen so they could all relax. So that's also interesting too. Like first of all, I don't know where this shirt came from. I hate that shirt. I don't know why that miss button looks crazy every time. It's giving like sex looks. I don't vibe with it. This is a child. Tighten up. And that also gave me like grandpa sweater vibes too. So I tried to put on something that I don't know, felt I guess youthful. Like I don't know. I'm 29. Dressing people is obviously not my vibe or whatever. But I tried to make these Sims look as good as I could. If you guys don't like the way they look, feel free to download the family and fix their styles. Put out whatever CC you want on them, or whatever different clothes you want on them. Like I said, I went back and put all the rings on. And so since everybody ends up wearing a ring the whole time, actually in general, so I did go back and put all the rings on everyone just in case everyone was like, where are the rings? Like I said earlier, I did go back and take the time to do it. And also it helps you guys look through the characters again. Honestly, I think I did a pretty decent job. I'm all caught up on the anime actually currently. So if anyone else, if you haven't watched this, you can check this anime out on Hulu if you have Hulu. It's actually pretty funny. It's got some good moments, some like kind of sad moments as well. Obviously, there are dead parents involved because what's a good shonen without dead parents, I guess. But if you haven't watched this, I really implore you guys to. If you like Spy Family, or you just like spy stuff in general and you don't like you want something that's serious but doesn't take itself too seriously, then I honestly think you guys should check this anime out. Like I said, I thought it was really cool. No one's been talking about it, so I figured maybe I should bring some awareness to the world and do a creative sim for it. And I actually really enjoyed these characters. If you guys have any other anime like families you want me to create, then please let me know. I've already made Sailor Moon. I think I made D Gray Man, though nobody's looking for D Gray Man. Like, people really be sleeping on that anime too. And I was heavily considering doing like a Yu Yu Hakusho one as well. And I actually forgot to give Nanao like an actual amount of like any aspirations or anything or traits. I didn't know what to give him. So I think I gave him Nerd Brain too, and because I didn't know what to do with him, honestly. We don't know enough about him. I wanted him to be more sciencey, but I definitely gave him the genius one because that's exactly what he is. I feel like someone deserves to be erratic as well, but I hate erratic Sims because they be doing the most. 1 minute they love you, 1 minute they're like, you could die. And I'm like, oh, okay, chill out. But you can download them under the Yozakura Family. This is what they look like. They are not modded. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for checking my video out. Bye.